everyone, welcome back to my channel for another interesting review and another Franconian Helles. This one is from Privat-brauerei Schmucker, located in the town Mossautal in Hessen. And then you maybe think Hessen, is that really Franconia? And yes, it is parts of Hessen is Franconia, and also parts of Saxony, parts of Baden-Württemberg, parts of Thuringia, or all parts of, I think even Oberbayern, parts of Oberbayern is parts of Franconia. So Franconia is much bigger than Unterfranken, Mittelfranken and Oberfranken. That's something that you have to learn. Anyway, this is Privat-brauerei Schmucker, and it's the Odenwälder, which I believe is one of the most popular beer styles from this brewery. It makes sense since Helles always is a very popular beer style from a brewery, so it's a good choice to choose this one from this brewery. I would say I think it's fair, since I try to review the most sold, the best seller from each brewery, and I'm only having one from each brewery because there are so many breweries, so it's funnier to try beers from breweries that has not been on the channel before, in my opinion, since one of the purposes of my channel is for you viewers to discover new breweries. Anyway, Privat-brauerei Schmucker from Mossautal in Hessen, and it comes in this NRW bottle, as you can see, called NRW bottle, very popular bottle shape in whole Germany. And as you can see, here is the top crown cap, here is the top label, here is the middle label, and there is the main label. Very typical look of the bottles of this Privat-brauerei Schmucker, with a man drinking beer, of course, Odenwälder, with the white and golden color combination. Here is the back label. Of course, I'm going to give you the information from that back label later on in the review for you, but let's start with open up the bottle of Schmucker Odenwälder from Mossautal in Hessen, and let's pour it up, of course, into the for the vessel well-fitting glass. Always important to use the right type of glass for the vessel that you are enjoying. I think this glass fits real nice with most beer styles actually, and of course also Helles, like this one. Looking at it, gives a very typical impression. Gives a quite Kellerbier look of it, since it's very cloudy, and Bernsteinfarben is cloudy in its appearance, but you see a nice 2-finger thick white foam crown. Is always important to build up that during the pouring, because it unleashes the right aromas from the ingredients if you pour up the right way and build up foam head, and also try to keep the foam head all the way through while you drink, because it locks the right taste in the glass. If the foam disappears, use the Bierdeckel like this to keep the foam, to keep the right taste in the glass. That's something that I've learned from the Germans. Anyway, let's get the aroma, which is very, very fresh and fantastic, I would say. Let's pour up the rest like this. I really love how the foam is rising up. Put the bottle right here. Meanwhile, let's give it a try. The Privat-brauerei Schmucker Odenwälder from Mossautal in Hessen. Prost! Yeah, this is a high quality Helles, which is very much like a Kellerbier in taste, I would say. I did expect a normal Helles Vollbier. I'm not gonna say Bavarian Helles, because this beer is not from Bavaria. It's from the Franconian part of Hessen, but it's having a very typical, I would say, quite much like an Kellerbier freshness of this Helles, which translates to pale, of course. So that just says that it's a pale beer, but I did expect it to be more pale, like a pale lager, and not this cloudy as it is, but more easy to see through. But it was not, and that's something positive, because it's more rich in taste. In my opinion, I prefer this unfiltered ones, because they really have something special, this deep fresh killer beer taste that I really love so much. Anyway, let's get some more information from this front label, which is looking like this, with the man that is the logo of this Schmucker brauerei from Hessen. And the information that is Odenwälder Bierspecialiteten seit 1780. Odenwälder Hell, naturbelassen, goldgelb, mild, aromatisch. Einzigartiges, weiches Odenwälder Wasser aus eigener Quelle verleiht jeder Schmucker-Bierspezialität ihren frischen, ausgeprägten Charakter. Privat-brauerei Schmucker GmbH 64756 Mossautal, Odenwald. Schmucker.de is the link to their website, which I'll of course link to in the description box below, so you can feel free to check out that after the review if you're interested. Vollbier, gebraut nach deutschem Reinheitsgebot. Zutaten: Wasser, Bio-Gerstenmalz, Bio-Hopfen, Hefe. Alcohol content 5.0% volume. That's information on the label, the nice looking label, which of course is gonna look nice in my collection also of bottles that I'm having, which is quite fun to have. Anyway, let's get some information from this brewer's website, which as I mentioned, I'm gonna link to. It all started with the Hirschwirt Nikolaus Schönberger, called Hirschwirt, opened a brewery restaurant in Mossautal in 1780. Since then, beer has been brewed here by hand for many generations. We at Schmucker still stand by this tradition today. Our sales area extends from the heart of the Odenwald to the Rhine-Main-Neckar triangle between Darmstadt, Heidelberg and Aschaffenburg. With our range of 19 beer specialties and around 90 employees, we are one of the most important local breweries in the Odenwald. Craft brewing is still our focus, and we like to be looked over our shoulder. Our glass brewery invites you to watch the master brewer at work. For visitors to the Odenwald, a brewery tour at Schmucker with beer tasting is almost a must. Where others go on vacation, we brew our beer. The Odenwald water springs here in the Odenwald, which is particularly soft with 1 degree of German hardness, and is therefore ideally suited for brewing beer. With selected malts and hop varieties, as well as homegrown yeast, our master brewer proves again and again that a variety of exciting beer specialties can be made from just 4 ingredients in accordance with the German Purity Law. Annual DLG awards in gold prove the special care for our beers. We support cultural life in the region and regularly invite you to enjoy the Odenwald, its nature, culture and culinary specialties with our own events and on the brewery premises. We are Odenwald body and soul, just like the Hirschwirt, which is still remembered today by our trademark, the Odenwald Farmer. Sounds fantastic, of course, but I think that's it for now. Hope you like my videos and see you again in next German beer review.